What is the Florida Medicaid gift penalty? When does it start? How is it calculated? What does it mean? These are what we're going to be discussing in today's video. So, okay, in Florida, there is what's known as the 5-year look-back period, where from the date my client is financially eligible for Medicaid and submits an application, the government has the right to go back 5 years, add up all of the amount of gifting that happened out of my client or their spouse's name to anybody else outside of the marital unit. They'll add all that up, whatever was done over the last 5 years, and they will assign a penalty. Now, I want to make sure there's confusion. So this 5-year look-back period only pertains to gifts. Clients come to me often not eligible for Medicaid, and we have Medicaid compliant ways of getting money out of my clients' names in a way that's not considered to be a gift, that's perfectly acceptable and ethical and legal, and will not result in a penalty even if done within the preceding 5 years. And in fact, we do it within the preceding several months before applying for Medicaid. So we're not talking about Medicaid planning strategies. We're talking about outright gifts. That is prohibited. So as an example, I'm going to give you a very specific number and you'll understand why. Let's say we've got dad. Dad is single, not married, and he's got $56,000 to his name. Let's call it 50, to be precise, $56,045. And you understand why that $45 is important in a moment. Or $56,000 for round numbers. And he says to his children, I want to apply for Medicaid. I'm not eligible with $56,000 sitting in my bank account, so I'm going to give you kids $54,000 or $54,045. Okay? And he does that within 5 years of applying for Medicaid. Well, Medicaid now has the right to assess a penalty. How do they calculate that? Well, there is a penalty divisor. And this is just something that changes periodically. Right now, that divisor is $10,809. So what does that mean? And then again, I'm filming this in October of 2023. That can change and will change every so often. Right now, the penalty divisor is $10,809. So what Medicaid will do is they'll add up all the gifts that were made, all the funds transferred in a non-Medicaid compliant manner out of our hypothetical father's name within the last 5 years, and they will divide that number by the penalty divisor, which now is $10,809. And that resulting equation, the result of that equation, will give you the number of months that my client will be penalized. And the penalty really is, they'll go, here's the date we would have normally started your benefit, but because you gifted these assets away in the preceding 5 years, we're going to penalize you 5 months. So we're just, the penalty is really a delay. We're delaying the commencement of your benefits by whatever the resulting of this equation is. So now in our example, where my client had $56,045 and he's only allowed to have $2,000 and he gifted away $54,045, if I take that gift, $54,000 and change, and divide it by the penalty divisor, which is $10,809 as of the filming of this video, the result gives me a nice round number, which is 5. So again, the gift was $54,045. I divided that by $10,809. The result is 5. So if my client normally would have been receiving benefits starting November 1st, 2023, that will be delayed instead by 5 months. Okay? So now, as you can see, if significant assets have been transferred, more than $54,000, if we get into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, we have a number of years that the penalty might be in place. So we want to avoid that. So it's a little complicated. We can talk about that in significantly more detail when you schedule a consultation. If you are anywhere in Florida, please feel free to do so. We work all over the state remotely or in South Florida at one of our 3 locations. And if you like this video, found it helpful, please share it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Help me get good information out to Floridians to make everybody a more educated legal consumer. Thank you for watching.